Welcome to the Personality Guru. Everyone has a zodiac sign and you likely knew what yours was long before you ever discovered the Myers-Briggs. Some people don't completely identify with their star sign, personality traits, but everybody is generally on board with the descriptions about their MBTI type. This is understandable since your zodiac sign is determined by your date of birth, whereas your Myers-Briggs type is determined by your self-determined preferences. Today, let's talk about the 12 shades of INFJ. INFJ Aries. The INFJ personality has little in common with the Aries archetype. For one, Aries is viewed as a very extroverted and masculine sign with a forceful, competitive, and magnetic presence. Oftentimes, they are considered arrogant as well. INFJs are empathetic introverts with a rational and socially conscious frame of mind. They have more in common with Pisces or even Virgo. It would be difficult to reconcile how an Aries person could identify as an INFJ since they are so very different. An astrologer would attempt to look at such a person's natal chart to extract more details about their planetary placements. Many people do not know much about astrology beyond their sun sign, but astrology aficionados know there is much more to it than that. It is reasonable to suspect that an INFJ with an Aries sun sign might have Pisces or Cancer as their rising sun or moon sign. Or it may be that Mars, the planetary ruler of Aries, is to its detriment. INFJ Taurus. The sign of Taurus is roughly similar to the INFJ archetype. They are both security conscious and loving. Taurians tend to have beautiful, distinctive voices and smooth, clear skin. A Taurus INFJ is likely to exude sensitivity and warmth, and their physical appearance may include a full face and figure with beautiful features. An INFJ Taurus is probably very reliable and responsible. They work hard but also like to relax and enjoy themselves too. They have exquisite taste and they enjoy eating and cooking and may be drawn towards the culinary arts. Taurus INFJ may be very compassionate and generous with a proclivity for charitable acts of service to others. They may be good with money and likely value it more as an empowering tool which they can help more people and do more good in the world. They are extremely loyal and sincere and make for diligent employees and thoughtful friends and lovers. An INFJ Taurus likely possesses emotional strength with an ability to persevere in the face of turmoil. They may be more stubborn and stronger-willed than other INFJs and will go to great length to succeed in their fulfilling visionary ideals. INFJ Gemini. A Gemini INFJ might resemble more of an ENFJ concerning extroverted feeling, being more visible with extra communicativeness and desire to interact with people. This type of INFJ may possess a lot of nervous energy and are compelled to talk about what they are feeling or thinking. Gemini INFJs may be better conversationalists than other INFJs and often very amusing. They may seem to have multiple personalities sometimes, the way their mood shifts from quiet and cagey to buoyant and cheerful. Calm and rational to emotional and frenetic. These INFJs may be more breezy and fun to be around than other INFJs. They may be somewhat naive and susceptible to being wooed by the promises and words of others. They likely have a tendency to see things through the rose-tinted lens of their idealism and may often overlook some of the inconvenient realities that undermine their quixotic fantasies. They may also be more flighty and take longer to make up their mind about commitments. INFJ Cancer. The sign of Cancer is a natural fit for the INFJ. They share much in common, including their interests in the common community and family, and they are both stereotyped as home buddies. The INFJ Cancer person is likely to be a protector and defender of the home. They possess a big heart and profound emotional depth. They want to uplift and support the people they care about and can be extremely selfless and self-sacrificing in the extent to which they give. For all the strength of character they display, Cancer INFJ people are highly sensitive and their feelings are prone to be bruised easily. Like most INFJs, these types soak up the emotional energy of those around them. INFJ Cancers who've gone through some dark times may be especially prone to internalizing a lot of negative feelings and emotional baggage that may propel them down a bad path. INFJs and Cancers are both described as intuitive and psychic. INFJ Leo, a Leonine, INFJ is liable to have a sunny temperament and radiate lots of warmth and charm. They may display a happy face to the world and a calm, congenial friendliness that attracts others to them. They likely pay special attention to their image and take interest in cultivating an active public or social life. An INFJ Leo is likely to be very creative, dramatic, and emotional, and even temperamental at times. They may be more susceptible to jealousy and insecurity when they don't get the attention, appreciation, or admiration they expect. Even though they are introverts, they probably desire more attention than a typical INFJ and may extrovert themselves for longer periods before they need to withdraw and recharge their batteries again. An INFJ Leo might be especially noble and altruistic. INFJ Virgo. This INFJ is an especially modest and self-deprecating one. The INFJ Virgo may be rather judgmental, especially towards themselves, and they may struggle with perfectionistic tendencies. They can be very hard on themselves and they constantly self-analyze, fixating on their perceived flaws and shortcomings. The Virgoan INFJ takes pleasure in being of service to others as a source of sage advice and heartfelt counsel. INFJ Libra. The Libran INFJ is likely to be very likable. They exude a friendly charisma that people can't help but to be drawn to. Their calm and demeanor and sensitivity encourage others to confide and take counsel in them. The Libra INFJ will go to great lengths to maintain harmony and balance in their lives and relationships, and they often juggle many responsibilities while doing this. They are very conflict averse and will employ tact and diplomacy before they even consider going head-to-head with an adversary. These INFJs are probably especially romantic and idealistic with a special appreciation for art and beauty. They tend to believe the best in people and may somewhat naive. INFJ Scorpio. The Scorpio INFJ is a little more forceful and intense compared to other INFJs. They are very loyal to their loved ones and they expect nothing less in return. These INFJs are passionate lovers with a great desire for deep emotional and physical union with their partners. They have powerful intuition and imagination that gives them the aura of a mystic. An INFJ Scorpio is likely a very tough nut to crack and they only allow people to know what they want them to know about them. They may benefit from an air of mystery that helps add to their magnetic appeal. The INFJ Scorpio most likely possesses abundant willpower that fuels their inspired endeavors and exploits. They are fiercely independent but desire a romantic partnership to feel emotionally complete. INFJ Sagittarius. A Sagittarian INFJ is liable to be curious with a philosophical bent. They may be especially bright and fond of learning and are likely to pursue higher education. An INFJ Sagittarius would possess a rather upbeat, positive temperament with a humorous wit. They love freedom and traveling and connecting with people from different walks of life. They have an open mind and mouth that is sometimes a little too blunt. This INFJ is very imaginative and will enjoy interpreting the subliminal meanings behind the symbols and imagery propagated in mainstream culture. They have a desire to uncover secrets and connect hidden dots that form the bigger picture that most people cannot see. INFJ Capricorn. An INFJ Capricorn is bound to carry the more gravitas than other INFJs. They may be very into their work to the point of being workaholics. They are very responsible and diligent, not unlike any other INFJ. They are, however, likely to be more ambitious and strong-willed. An INFJ Capricorn may put in long hours and sacrifice much to get ahead in their professional lives. They are very professional and mature and they try to have their shit together at all times so that they are above reproach and criticism. INFJ Capricorns may be a bit neurotic at times, envisioning all sorts of negative outcomes and potentiations. While they prefer to focus on the future and fresh possibilities, they also have an appreciation for vintage things and certain traditions. They are liable to acquire successful careers, and if they become financially successful, they are not likely to flaunt their wealth but prefer to understate it so as not to attract unwanted attention. INFJ Aquarius. An Aquarius INFJ may be very progressive and prone towards taking up causes for which they can fight. This type of INFJ is even more social-minded with a pronounced interest in solving world problems and problems in their local communities. They may be something of a rebel and a martyr who will be the mouthpiece for those who can't or won't speak up. The Aquarius INFJ, however, will likely make most of their impact behind the scenes away from the spotlight by helping and inspiring others with their vision. They want to change things for the better, and they know where to make improvements and what needs to be done. The sign of Aquarius is revolutionary and humanitarian, yet cold and unemotional. The INFJ, of course, is anything but unemotional, although maybe an Aquarius INFJ may be more guarded about their feelings. INFJ Pisces. An INFJ who is Pisces probably spends a lot of time immersed in the sea of their imagination. The INFJ intuitive qualities will likely be more pronounced, and the dreams they experience are vivid and full of symbolism and metaphor. This person is probably highly creative and sensitive, with a tendency to take things very personally. The INFJ Pisces is deeply compassionate, and they possess a pearl of sage-like wisdom and spiritual insight that is valuable to others. Their naive and impressionable natures make them more susceptible to falling prey to the guilt of dishonest folks. They may have difficulty observing things objectively and get blinded by their idealistic vision of what they hope to be. INFJ Pisces is very tolerant and accepting, but they may not be great judges of character. They may be particularly subject to mood swings and bouts of depression. They can fall victim to self-defeating and self-sabotaging thoughts and behavior. They may need the influence of a more dominant personality to keep them in check and nurture them with positivity and love. That is it from us. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. See you in the next video.